Hello! I hope you're all okay. I've got another story for you today. And this is a great story, but it's a bit of a silly story, so I hope you like it. It's another oral storytelling, a traditional story, so not a story that's come from a book, but a story that's been told and told and told and told. So just like the others, if you like this story, why don't you draw pictures of it? Or you could write your own version of the story. Or you could even tell a family member or a friend on Skype. So this is my story for you today. And it starts like this. There was once a fox, and he was a sneaky fox, and he was a cunning fox, and he was a tricksy fox. He liked nothing more than sneaking around and stealing your sandwiches, or creeping into people's open back doors and eating up all their treats and cakes. He liked stealing and thieving, and most of all, he liked eating. One day, it was a hot and sunny day. An old lady was walking from the market back to her home, and she was carrying, a heavy bucket of milk. And so when she saw a tree stump, she thought, rest her weary bones and pop the bucket of milk down by her side. And being the sort of old lady she was, she got out a penknife and a little piece of wood and just did a little bit of whittling, a little bit of wood carving, relaxing in the sun. The wolf saw the old lady, or more specifically, he spied the bucket of milk she had put down. The fox crept around the back and he drank every single drop of milk in that bucket. The old lady looked, and everything went into slow motion. She grabbed the fox. She caught him by the tail. She lifted him up. She took her penknife and she cut off the fox's tail. Ow! Cried the fox. My beautiful tail. Old lady, please, I beg you, sew my tail back on, because a fox without a tail is no fox at all. The old lady looked at the fox. Well, you stole my milk. I will sew your tail back on if you get me a fresh bucket of milk and replace what you stole. Well, what could the fox do? He had to get his tail back. So he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked 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 right into a farmyard. And there was a cow, and the fox went over to her and said, "Oh cow, oh cow, oh cow, would you give me some milk to give to the old woman so she will sew my tail back on? Because a fox without a tail is no fox at all." Maybe, said the cow. But first, I want something in return. I would like some fresh green grass from the field, please. Well, off the fox went. He walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked 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 right into a fresh field of beautiful green grass. And he looked at the field and he said, "Oh field, oh field, oh field, would you give me some grass to give to the cow, to get some milk to give to the old lady, so she will sew my tail back on? Because a fox without a tail is no fox at all." Maybe, said the field, But, I would like a nice cool drink of water first. Oh, so the fox went off to look for water. He walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked 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 and he walked. And there he came to a rushing river, sparkling in the sunshine. "Oh, oh river, oh river, oh river," he said, "would you give me some water to give to the field, to get some grass, to give to the cow, to get some milk, to give to the old woman, so she will sew my tail back on, because a fox without a tail is no fox at all." The river rushed and sparkled. "I will give you some water," it said, "but you'll need a jug to carry it in." A jug to carry the water in, of course. But where is a fox going to get a jug? He had to try, so he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked 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 and he walked, and there by the side of the road he saw a little house. And outside the little house there was a little girl playing. "Oh, oh, little girl, little girl, little girl," cried the fox, "would you give me a jug to give to the river, to get some water, to give to the field, to get some grass, to give to the cow, to get some milk, to give to the old lady, so she will sew my tail back on? Because a fox without a tail is no fox at all." Said the little girl. Maybe I will give you a jug, but first I want something in return. I want a blue bead for my necklace." A blue bead. Where was a fox going to get a blue bead? But he had to try. So he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked 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 and he walked, and there by the side of the road there was a little market stall, a merchant, and he had all sorts of things for sale, shiny kettles and books and all sorts of odds and ends. And there was a blue bead. "Oh, oh merchant, oh merchant, oh merchant," said the fox, "would you give me that bead to give to the girl to get a jug, to give to the river to get some water, to give to the field to get some grass, to give to the cow to get some milk, to give to the old woman so she will sew my tail back on? Because a fox without a tail, merchant, is no fox at all." "Oh, yeah, all right, Foxy, I'll give you a bead," said the merchant. But I think I need something in return. I would like an egg for my supper." An egg? How's a fox going to get an egg? So he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked and he walked and he walked, and he walked 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 and he walked. And there, oh thank goodness, he spied a chicken, a hen, having a little dust bath by the side of the road, getting all of her feathers all nice and dusty and clear. And the fox was about to walk up to that chicken and ask her for an egg, but then he remembered he wasn't really a good friend to the chicken. He spent quite a lot of his time sneaking into hen houses and scaring them and stealing their eggs. So he turned himself into a very small, into a very sad little fox. And he went over to the chicken and he said, "Oh, oh chicken, oh great and glorious chicken. Oh chicken that is as a god on this earth, so sparkling and shiny and wonderful. Oh, oh glorious chicken, would you see it fit to bestow upon me, to give me, to gift me an egg to give to the merchant to get a bead, to give to the girl to get a jug, to give to the river to get some water, to give to the field to get some grass, to give to the cow to get some milk, to give to the old woman so she will sew my tail back on because chicken, oh chicken. A fox without a tail is no fox at all. And the fox sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. The chicken looked at the fox and she thought about all those times that a fox had got into her hen house and frightened her friends. How many times a fox had snuck into her hen house and stolen her eggs. How the foxes cause fear and dread in the hearts of chickens. She made a decision. I will give you an egg, fox, she said, but you must give me something in return. A promise. You must promise me never to come near my hen house ever again. The fox looked up, tears still streaming down his foxy cheeks, and said, "Oh, I promise. I'll cross my heart, chicken. I cross my heart." So, the chicken gave the fox an egg. He gave the egg to the merchant for a bead. He gave the bead to the girl for a jug. He gave the jug to the river for some water. He gave the water to the field for some grass. He gave the grass to the cow for some milk. He gave the milk to the old woman. And she sewed and she stitched and she stitched and she sewed his tail back on. Oh, it's better than ever, old woman. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it looks magnificent, does it not? But she wasn't quite finished. The old woman took a drop of that milk and she let it fall, drip drop, onto the end of the fox's tail. And from that day to this, you will see as a fox runs through the streets at night, a little gleam of white on the end of its tail. And it's a reminder to foxes everywhere that stealing milk from old ladies is certainly more trouble than it's worth. And that is the end of that story. But you know, even in silly stories, you can find little grains of truth. Foxes and chickens, they're not very good friends. And I don't think the fox kept his promise to the chickens for all his crossing his heart. And foxes do have a little bit of white at the end of their tail. There's some wonderful stories about how animals came to be. There are lots of beautiful stories from all sorts of countries all over the world. And if you have a look on the internet, I'm sure you'll be able to find some good ones. But maybe today you could make up a story of your own. How did the leopard get its spots? How did the elephant's trunk get so long? How did the rabbit's ears get so tall or its tail get so fluffy? What made the pig's tail curl? You could make up some of your own animal folk tales. Have a lovely day, my friends. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.